y'all, today we're out in my workshop and I have a board that I want to work on. I'm making it for my friend. It's from a walnut slab and she wants to use it as a serving board or a charcuterie board. I've already filled the knot hole with epoxy and now all I have to do is sand it. She wants to leave the bark intact. And since she's just using it as a serving board, I think it'll be fine. This bark is not going anywhere. It's really stuck on here. If I were to take it off, I would have to sand it off. I told her that we'll just leave it on, and if there is any problem with it, then we'll just take it off. It's no big deal. This is part of a slab that I bought, and this is the smaller, lower end of it. I made my own cutting board with the same slab. And as you can see, I can make a few more things with it as well. I'm not that experienced with it, but I just wanted to practice and do one for my friend and just see how this turns out. I'm gonna start with 60 and then go to 80. I use this JB Weld epoxy. I think it'll work just fine. You tape the back, turn it over, you pour the epoxy into the hole, and then you get a torch and try to pop the bubbles that come to the top real quick. And then you wait 24 hours for it to harden, and then you can sand. Okay, I almost have the saw marks off. You can see them here, I think, the marks that go this way. And I'm gonna use this 60 grit until I get all these saw marks off. Now what I want to do to the edges is just kind of flatten it, smooth it out just a little bit. I'm not going to do much. I don't know if you can see, it's flattened out just a little bit. I just kind of held it at an angle here, just so the edge wasn't sharp. That's all I want to do. Okay, I was using 60 sandpaper and now I'm going to 80. My friend is going to use this side because you can see the bark better on this side. But I learned from doing my own cutting board that you have to sand both sides evenly and treat them the same. So even though she's going to use this side, I'm going to make both sides really pretty. Okay, now we'll go down to a 100 grit on the sandpaper. Look how pretty this is. This wood feels so smooth. And it's going to look so pretty whenever I get the oil on it. It's gonna completely different. It's gonna darken and bring out all this grain. I really like all these little spots. It feels smooth just like it is, but I'm gonna keep going down with the sandpaper. I don't really know if this is proper or not, but I have this stiff brush and I just try to keep it clean of sawdust in between. It's hard to keep it clean. Okay, I'm gonna stop at 150 with the sandpaper. It's so smooth. And we're just using this as a serving board, so it doesn't have to be crazy. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Actually, this is the side we're gonna use. Isn't that beautiful? I just love this. I can't wait to get the oil on it. I'm gonna take a lunch break and I'm gonna go get the mineral oil and come back and get it on there. I'm gonna try to get all the sawdust off as much as I can. And then we're gonna put some mineral oil on it. Oh, it's so smooth. I just went to the dollar store and got some mineral oil. Can't wait to see what this looks like. Wow, it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow. I hope you can see how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna put it on the sides too. I have to take a picture and show my friend what our progress is. I've been told to just put as much oil as it will accept. So I'm gonna put a whole bunch on and then I'm just gonna let it sit overnight. I'm trying to keep it off this bark. I don't really know if that's gonna matter a lot, but we wanna try to just leave the bark alone so it'll just kind of stay where it is. I'm gonna try to do both sides equally, so I put 2 coats on one and I'm gonna put 2 coats on the other side. Look how pretty this grain is. Wow. On the bark. I am so excited about this board. It is gorgeous. I just love it. It's got mineral oil on it, several coats, and on both sides. And so now I have this cutting board conditioner that I made, and it's beeswax and mineral oil. So I'm going to put some on both sides. I'll put the recipe down below if you want to make it yourself. It's really inexpensive to make. I'm going to put some feet on this board for 2 reasons. One, so that it's easier to pick up. There'll be a little bit of space in there. And number 2 is this board is not really straight. Since we're leaving the bark on, I just felt like, we could just leave it the way it is. I have these little clear feet I have these dark ones. They are a little shorter, and then the clear ones are taller. And I think we're gonna go with the clear ones. And I have this spacer that I can add to it so that we can make it level and it won't rock. So it kind of rocks now. And so when I put the feet on and I use the spacer on just one of the ends, then it will be level and it won't move at all. And she can just use it as a serving board and it'll work great. Let's see. This is the side we want to use. So I'm gonna put the feet on the other side. But let's check this out first. Put these underneath. Okay, see, it's still not level. I decided that I could use 2 of these. And actually, these are just water hose washers. They're the perfect size to fit under here. So I'm gonna put 2 on one end. And so see, now it's level. It doesn't move. So now I'm gonna turn it over and we're gonna go ahead and attach these. I'm just gonna see if I can't just drill straight in. If this walnut is too hard, then I'll have to score the hole with a drill bit. So let's see, keep our fingers crossed. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. So let me try to drill a hole first. Be careful and not go all the way through. Now we can try to drill them in. I bet they'll go now. Alright, that one worked. Just one more. Okay, now this better work. All right, it's perfect. See, we can pick it up and it's not gonna scoot around. That's just a little something extra you can do that it just makes a big difference. But look how gorgeous this is. And I think the bark is gonna work okay. It's not just falling off. I see a piece here and there and I'm handling it a lot. I think it's gonna be fine. And if it isn't, then I can take it off and she can still use this board and it'll still be beautiful. I don't even know where to start with everything I have to put on here, but I think I'll start with this. This is homemade cranberry sauce that I made last night. It is so easy. All you do is you put a cup of sugar and a cup of water in a saucepan. You bring the sugar and the water to a boil, and then you add 3 cups of cranberries and you just let it simmer for 10 minutes. And then you just let it cool, and it's so good. I love it. I'm gonna put some in here. Look at that pretty color. Oh, I just love this. Then we just have some bread. Slices. I've got some walnuts. And I went to our local dairy and got some cheddar cheese and some applewood smoked Gouda. It's gonna be so good. And this is the smoked Gouda. I can already smell it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, I can't wait to try this. There's some grapes. We've got to have some brie. And I just love summer sausage, so that's what I'm putting on here. Growing up, we always had summer sausage. Anytime we had a picnic or we went fishing. We had crackers and cheese and summer sausage. We had it a lot on holidays, just as kind of an appetizer. It just reminds me of home and holidays and going camping and fishing. It smells so good. When my husband and I go camping and hiking, we often bring summer sausage. We have some salami. Oh, it smells so good. This is apricot jam from Circle N Dairy. I just liked it because it's in this pretty little jar. And this is something that I just baked this morning. This is crescent roll dough. It's just half the can, so it's 4 crescent rolls. And you pinch it all together and make it a square. Then you put some jam down and then a block of cream cheese. Then you wrap it up, turn it over, and bake it. It is so easy and it's very good. The last time I made this, our whole family had gone to see a Christmas special at the Meyerson in Dallas, and it was so much fun. And before we left, we had foods like this, and I made this, and I remember that my brother loved it, and he just kept talking about how much he loved it. I used the cranberry sauce in this. I just thought the colors would be so pretty with the red and the white cheese when you cut it open. Oh wow, look at this. Doesn't that look good? Can't go wrong with crescent roll dough, huh? Dried berries and cherries. It's always fun. I'm gonna add some honey, just a little bit, and a little bitty ramekin. My really sweet friend, Rhonda, she gave me a gift the other day of a lot of fall things for the kitchen, and one was this cute little spoons with the pumpkin on top. Got a few strawberries. And you know, I don't think there's any right or wrong way to do this. I think you just use your imagination and just make it look pretty. We have some blackberries. I really hope my friend Jerry loves her board. Oh, we've got some pecans that came out of my yard. I'm running out of space already. What do y'all think? Isn't it beautiful? I'm so excited. I have some olives, and I honestly don't think there's anywhere I can put them, but I'm gonna try. And this is just one of those little yogurt jars. And I think that someone could just pick the jar up and then just pour a little bit onto their plate if they wanted some. I think that would work really well. I almost forgot. I get these cute, beautiful cookies from the Circle N Dairy, and I wanted to just kind of decorate the board with them. I don't know where I'm gonna put these, but they have to go on here. I'll just set it there. Okay. Oh my goodness. Doesn't this look beautiful? I can't wait. Guess what I'm having for lunch? Making one of these boards is really easy. You just have to find a slab to buy from someone. All you have to do is cut it and sand it and oil it, and you're ready to go. And put the feet on it if you want. And then the fun part is putting all this on the board. This is gonna be so good. If you have any questions at all, please put them in the comments. I can't wait to give this to my friend. She's gonna love it. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.